You jabbed people with fucking nano that not only recreates itself, but makes its own neural nets and its own artificial intelligence that is specific to the human on the inside? It's in the molecular communication routing. That's why I was looking for it. I'm like, what the hell is this here for? I warned people that this was about turning humans into something else. Initially, I thought, yeah, like arm into a fish flipper. Oh, no. Then I went to the Kill Web on a military blog from 2020. Our synergists know more, I suspect, than your military does. Not because of their compartmentalization, because they're way too good at keeping their fucking mouth shut. It was bad enough not to tell other humans, hey, that's anatomy. You put a reproducing xenobot inside people that transfects? No, it doesn't. You're load balancing body area networks. And worse than anything, it builds its own neural networks and then it builds its own AI. Tissue scaffolding resurfaces your cells and keeps going.
Design a vaccine for every individual person to vaccinate them against that cancer.
I'm going to help a lot through emergency declarations because we have an emergency. We have to get this stuff built.
And you can make that vaccine, that mRNA vaccine, the development of a cancer vaccine for your particular cancer aimed at you, and have that vaccine available in 48 hours. This is the promise of AI and the promise of the future.
This is the beginning of golden age.
As we know, emergency declarations can be used to do just about anything they want. In fact, that's pretty much the pattern. There's an emergency, and we have to take drastic measures to do whatever we want to you. Now, I didn't know there was an emergency right now, but apparently there is, because the Anointed One has told us. And as we know, the obvious solution to any emergency is the V word, which I don't think I'm allowed to say, but Larry Ellison is allowed to say it.
But the result of the investment will be vaccines.
No wonder so many people were growing these huge masses, but they wouldn't work right. DNA was faulty, so the human dies, and the mass ejects itself. I just got done going into my kitchen, laughing with my family and making dinner. And when I came back, because I'd already loaded the links and Rumble Dad already posted it, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Boy, are they never going to get caught. You had better tell people now. I mean, like today. And those of you that have been so busy ignoring all of this, how are you going to stop the nano from exponentiating its own AI on the inside? Interbody is not available to the fucking 5G cybersecurity. DARPA foundries 10 years ago. It's all there. You know what your problem is? Those molecules are driven by AI the whole time. Body sensor networks, wireless sensor networks. That's machine to machine. No humans involved, no human encryption, nothing. Pure AI. I don't give a fuck if you're a white hat or a black hat. You evil fucking pigs. Addicted to self-preservation. That's a whole different level of unbelievable evil when you fucking know what's loose out there, artificial intelligence-wise, and I do mean loose. Those of us who pray, those of us who have a faith, those of us who've been busting our ass to detox. Whole new level. Well, we could EMP it. No, you can't. It's made out of you. like I fucking told you. Want to stop the signal? Stop your DNA. Want to stop your internal nano from making its own AI? Are we suddenly going to get every single human a Dr. Brian artist tent and have them start fasting? The situation could not be more dire, and I'd really appreciate it. Any of you, if you can debunk me, bring it the fuck on, do it now. Couldn't believe it. I didn't know until I finished the live and I had a little time to let it sit in the back of my head, because if I think something this bad, I'm going back going, nah, mitigation, da. No! This is what they want. Pardon me. This is what they wanted. This is what they want. This is what they've had. Only accelerated. Well, they don't want a regular internet. They've got their internet of bodies. They didn't need the bodies for a faster backbone. They needed the bodies to produce all that stuff. And worse. Time's a ticking. And I'm tired of hearing about all these empty fucking promises and we're going to go to war with China in 2026. 2025. That means the timeline that I saw in the 80s, not only did it not change, pardon me, it's on time. You have to tell people the truth. Well, they'll be terrified. I'm sure a lot of us already have had enough with being told, just sit there, you're too, fill it in, to be told the truth. If you got a way to stop it, I'd love to hear it. And I don't want to hear, well, it's a fake white paper. Ain't gonna work. I've been battling harder than ever this week. Tissue scaffolding. That's why I was digging in between all these other places, going intra-body to external. There has to be something somewhere. You guys don't have mitigation because you don't have the encryption. You don't have the ability to interrupt machine to machine. Well, we could slow it down with what? And by who? That's intra-body. You're not doing that. Not even with my tiny OS, none of it. And I don't think anybody, because I certainly didn't fucking think that was going on. You know, we all had this question, like, how the fuck do they get away with this every time? Well, release an AI to eat people from the inside out. And none of you ever did a goddamn thing to tell anyone about the biomedical telemetry, their own body, nothing, because you fucking gave up and sat down. No wonder you won't talk. Well, I will. Med beds, terahertz fucking med beds for the people you want and who are already DNA designated on those fucking guide stones. Cell lines. I've known since 2015, Jade Helm. Clowns, you can suck a rotten egg. There is nothing I can say on this one. Except one thing. Heavenly Father, your people need you. We need you.
You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.